Hi, Rick NYC recently asked on Talk Graphics how you could fill an irregular shape like this heart with different sized circles or shapes, and he pointed the way to a program called vectorboom.com, of which basically runs a script alongside Illustrator to create this effect. Well, obviously Xara doesn't run scripts, so that's the use of that is not a possibility, so it's completely out of the question. However, I thought it was quite an interesting challenge, so I thought I'd have a look and see what the closest I could do to get the same type of effect. Right, so basically what you've got is an irregular shape, in this case a heart, filled with circles of various sizes, and if you notice, none of them are overlapping, and none of them I think are supposed to be overlapping the actual exterior shape, but there is down here one, but that's neither here nor there. So okay, how would we go about it in Xara? You know, just try to use a workaround. Okay, so the first thing I did in Xara was just to create a simple heart shape, which is just this shape here, which I then cloned and then flipped and then joined together to make that. It's got an orange outline, stroke and no fill. The next part of the exercise was how are you going to create the different size circles. In that case they use circles, so they were going to create those different size circles that didn't overlap. Fortunately, Dimitri Maltin, I hope I've pronounced his name correctly, created about 7 years ago an excellent add-on, a little app I suppose you'd call it these days, called Spray, that you can actually download from that URL above there, and then I'll just bring that up on the screen. Bring this down so you can see it. One of the things that it can do, this spray for Xara, is create these non-overlap circles. If you can change the various parameters and get lots and lots of different fill types. I'm just going to do that minimum radius and maximum radius. Just play around with that like that, and that will give you similar effect to what that scripting language that was used in Illustrator was creating. Unfortunately, I think whether it's because I'm using a 64-bit machine or if the program's just not been updated for ages, I'm supposed to be able to just click on that, copy that to the clipboard, and this non-overlap image should then be able to be pasted into Xara. However, when I actually try to edit, paste it, it comes in like a dog's dinner, and there's all sorts of overlaps and everything else. So I thought I was a bit stuck for a while. Then I thought I'd try in Inkscape. Just delete that. Just click this down a bit so we can see. I don't know if you all, if everyone uses Inkscape. It's a free program, very good. But I found that if I could go edit, paste, I'll just move this over here, it did actually import, as I'm sure the original would have done 7 years ago, but it doesn't now. And as you can see, that there are various size circles and none of them are overlapping. Then I found that if I clicked on that, edit, copy, and then go back into Xara and go edit, paste, enhance meta file, paste. Just going to move this down a bit. Like that. You can now see that it is how it should have originally pasted in anyway. I do find that some of these circles are a bit too close for my liking, so what I do is just drag select over them. So I've got 82 shapes with a white fill and a black outline. I'm going to go into my favourite tool, which is the contour tool, and I'm going to just reduce the size of all these images very slightly and do an inset path, and that way the shapes aren't actually touching, because before I found a lot of the shapes were touching. So I can, if I now select those shapes and give them a green colour, and I'll go arrange, combine shapes, group, I want to add them, group, and then I'll go back to the heart shape that I created earlier on, edit, copy shape, Control Shift V to, oh, I want to do that, just want to go Control V to paste that there. I could possibly make that a bit larger, then go Control. So I've got those two shapes selected, go arrange, combine shapes, intersect shapes, Control Shift V again, whoop, bottom, shouldn't do that, Control V, I'm just going to move that down, no that's not going to work, doesn't matter, but you can see there that you've now got a similar shape. You've filled this irregular shape. I don't know why that shape is made. Oh, I think I actually made it bigger earlier on, didn't I? I'm just going to try uploading that. It's just reshaping that a bit. It's not going to be the best way of doing it. Just trying to show you. Let's try it a bit more. Right, you've now got a shape, a heart shape, with several circles filled, different sizes, none of them are overlapping. What isn't quite the same as the one that here was that there's none of them actually overlap the edges here, but that's a minor point. And you can actually, if you made the circles smaller in spray, you could then go around and delete some of these edges and move some of the circles just to fill it in, and you'll get this irregular shape. So I thought this might be fun to take it a little bit further, so I went back into spray, readjusted the minimum and maximum sizes of some of the circles, copied it to clipboard, unfortunately again had to paste it into Inkscape and then copy it from Inkscape into Xara, and this is a situation I've got here now. If I go Control All, I've got 76 shapes. They're all circles. They've got a white fill and a black outline. What I thought I might do is just select some of them and give them a different fill colour, and then so I'm going to do that. I'm going to pause the video while I do it, and then I'll come back to show you what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, as I keep stopping and pausing this video, it might seem a bit disjointed, and I apologise about that, but there's quite a bit going on, and it would just bore you ticklish while I went through each one. What actually I've done is selected all these things that came in from spray, and I've just picked individual ones at random and filled them with purple colour, and what I actually did then was make 2 layers. So I'll switch this layer off, and that's and I put all the purple filled ones on their own layer, which is quite easy to do if you use the main gallery, and you can just pick the magenta filled ones using the main gallery and just move it up to a new layer. Similarly, if we go to page layer, and I'll switch that off, and layer 1 here is, I can name that now, yellow filled fly. Okay, close. So I've got 2 layers here, one with purple filled and one with yellow filled shapes. So I could overlay the heart on that, I could group all the purple ones and just make a purple fill, or I could group the whole lot, overlay the heart, and then make, by selecting the heart shape and the multicolour grouped coloured fill, do arrange, combine shapes, intersect shapes, and have a multicolour fill. But you can go further than this. So again, once more, I'm going to pause the video and do a bit more work. Okay, first and foremost, what I've done here is I've created a circle, and I think the circle is 100 pixels by 100 pixels with a purple stroke. I'm not worried about the alignment at the moment. We've also got this red heart with a black background, and it's also got this, I believe, it's a circular fill there, so you've got that rather nice looking heart bit. I might change the colour of the outline of the heart to, or maybe even a dark red, do that. I want to select that circle, and I'm going to give that a fill of none, and therefore I've now got 100 by 100 pixel shape, and I'm going to go arrange, combine, and create bitmap copy. I'm going to do it, create it with alpha, create, edit, copy that. I've got to find where I was working before. I'm going to go edit, paste that. There it is there. I'm just instantly delete it, because deleting it doesn't delete it from the file, it's still in the bitmap gallery. And once more, pausing. Okay, returning quickly. Here's a second shape I've made. It's Acorn's avatar. No other reason than I've been doing a couple of things using his avatar, because it's quite a nice, pleasant avatar, and it was handy, so I just thought I'd use it. Again, it's a 100 pixel non-filled purple stroked circle, which I'm going to give no stroke to. Again, arrange, create bitmap copy, create, edit, copy, go to wherever we were before, edit, paste, here it is, just move it over there and delete it. Just not delete it from the page because it's still in the bitmap gallery. I don't know where my scroll bars have gone. Oh, there. So I've got these two shapes now. So what I'm going to do now is go to the page and layout gallery. I'm going to knock off the purple shapes. So I've just got the yellow shape selected. I've got this one yellow shape selected. I'm going to go to the bitmap gallery. I'm going to select that heart shape. I'm going to say fill. I'm going to set the line colour to none. I'm going to go edit. I'm not sure now if I go edit or copy. What I'm then edit, copy. I'm not sure this is going to work. Copy bitmap fill, and then select all those shapes and go Control Shift Attributes. And that doesn't work. I don't think it was. What I need to do now is select all of those shapes and then go bitmap and select that and fill them all, and it flickers away, pump pump pump, and says something there which is not important, and it comes and fills all those shapes with that bitmap. I don't want the black outline, so I just click on the black outline and get. Obviously I missed these two here, so again I'll just go select that and go fill, bump, ignoring that, select that and give it no line colour. I can then go into page and layer gallery, lock that one. Up in the purple fills now, I'm going to go Control All, so I'm just selecting all the purple shapes, and I'm going to go to the bitmap gallery and I'm going to fill them with acorns and avatar. Fill, flicker, 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 flicker. Okay, set the line colour to none, and therefore you've now got two shapes all filled. You can take this further if you want. You can go around and just select individual ones, so they're not all at the same angle. Because they're all in circles, they'll all go rotate around the middle quite nicely. So it's fun, boring fun, but fun. Something to do on a rainy Sunday afternoon. Okay, that's in the purple fill, which are now really the acorn fill ones. I'm going to go to the yellow fill ones, which are the hearts, and I can go around, moving around various heart shapes, just rotating them, just giving them a bit of a interest. You could actually stretch and rotate them, I suppose, as well, but I'm not going to go that far today. Until I'm reasonably happy with that. That's pretty much what I like to do. Things are not all uniform and everything else, so I can then go make sure that both layers are open and editable. I can go Control All and Group. That will actually just move them up to one layer, but it doesn't matter. Somewhere around here I have a heart shape. I'll go Edit, Copy Shape, that down to here. Where's it gone? Where have you gone? Don't leave me. Well, there is. Control V. I think that needs to be put in the next layer, right? Move up layer in front and Control V. Control front just to make sure that's up the front. And I can resize that a bit. Resize that a bit. For people that like clip view, you can actually clip view it. I'm not a great lover of clip view. So what I'll do is edit. I'll just hit Control K to clone that shape. Hit the arrange combine shapes, intersect shapes, and there you have an irregular shape filled with irregular fills. I think that works quite well. It's just a shame that Dimitri's spray didn't or no longer works and just pastes directly into Xara, and they had to use Inkscape to do it. But anyway, it was fun working out how to do it, and I hope you you know, you can use this some way. Anyway, this is Egg. All the best. Good night. Bye.